Hello Beavers, and for this session we are going to make some circus skittles. Okay, we've got 3 animal circus characters to make and 3 people circus characters to make, and both are made slightly differently. Okay, so let's have a look at the animal characters first. Okay, so you can see that all the tubes there you're going to need are 3 toilet tubes. Okay. And these are all going to be painted a different colour. So for the lion, we want an orange. For the monkey, we want brown. For the elephant, we want blue. Okay, so I have actually gone to the trouble of painting them all up and letting them dry. Okay, ahead of time. Okay, so what you should have is also a printout sheet which has little body parts on like that. And you need to colour in those little body parts, or you can use them as a template to cut out on coloured paper. And once you've coloured them in, you should have, firstly for the lion, you should have a lion mane, which looks like that. Okay, so we're just going to get a little bit of Pritt Stick glue. And we're just going to glue that mane onto the tube like so. Okay. And then I'm going to get a couple of googly eyes because they're a little bit of fun. Put a bit of glue on there. And just stick them inside the mane somewhere. There you go. So that you've got nice even eyes for your lion. Okay. And just to finish the lion off, he needs a little bit of a nose and a mouth. So we are just going to make a nice little nose there for him. Bit of a triangle and down and round. There we go. 1 lion. Okay. Okay. And now that we've done our lion, we're going to do our little monkey friend. Okay. So once again from that sheet, you'll hopefully have cut out the arms, a big long strip there with little hands on the end, and coloured it in brown on both sides. Okay. And a pair of ears. Okay. And a little cheeky monkey's face, which is there. So a bit more glue. Okay. And I'm going to pop that onto there so you can see the little face. And then when you took these out, there was a little fold line. If you can fold your little ears so it's on that little fold line, so you've got a little tag, and you want to put a little bit of glue onto there and just pop that ear onto the side. Push that tab down nice and strong, so you've got 1 ear that side, and exactly the same with the other. Just make that little fold across that line, pop a bit of glue on, and make sure that you've got your ear on the other side like so. So we've got our monkey head, ears and face there, and we just want to attach our hands, making sure the thumbs are sticking upwards. Okay, and putting a bit of glue into the centre of the arm area, and that just wraps around like that, so the hands are down. And stick it to the back of your monkeys. And there you go, there's your monkey. And 1 little bit of extra, because we all know that a monkey has a nice big curly tail, so they can swing off the branches of trees. And we can draw that with our big black pen that we have. Okay. And if you want to, if you want the face to stand out more, you can just go around the edge of that with your black pen too. There we go. Okay. Now I know there's little eyes already on this face, but as I say, googly eyes make things a little bit more fun. So, whoops, that one's escaping from me again. I'm just going to pop a pair of googly eyes onto our monkey. There we go. There's our monkeys done. Brilliant. Okay, and last of the animal skittles, we have the elephant. Okay, so we've got our blue tube that's nice and dry. And once again, we've got our cutouts. So you've got the pair of ears. Make sure you've got them the right way up. The big little loop at the top. And we've got our trunk from the cutout sheet. And once again, make sure you colour both sides. Okay. And like with the monkey's ears, just fold that little fold dot along that dot line. Okay. Like so. So you got that nice little fold. And just put a bit of glue down the edge. There we go. And just stick quite close to the top, and just push it down. You've got a big flappy ear. Okay. And the same with the other side. Okay. Fold along that fold line so you've got somewhere to glue on. Okay. Get your glue stick. Good squidge of glue. And once again, pop that just on the opposite side. There we go, that's the elephant's ears. Okay, so we've got the trunk, which is this bit here. And we want to fold that blue bit down. So you've got a bit of a tab. But before that, if you're very careful, okay, with the pen, if you just roll that over that, oh, sorry, elephant couldn't see them. If you just hold it and roll it gently, it just gives the elephant's trunk a little bit of a curve. Okay, so we've got our tab that end, and we're just holding the pen with our thumbs, just gently just rolling it round. So we've got a bit of a little kink on our elephant trunk. Okay, and then we're going to put a bit of glue onto that tab area, and we're going to fix that onto our tube round about there and push it down. So we've got our trunk and we've got our ears, but we don't have our eyes. So bigger googly eyes this time because it's a bigger animal, an elephant, and I think it looks brilliant with the bigger googly eyes. Let's see if you've got them in your packet. My packet came with all sorts of different sized eyes, so we can have a bit of eye size fun. Here we go. And that's the elephants. Okay, so that's our circus animals done. Let's move on to circus people. So we've got the circus people now that we're going to look at. We've got a clown, we've got the ringmaster, and we've got an acrobat. Okay, and all of these characters are done from the other print sheet. So you should have two designs there, which is the ringmaster and the acrobat, and on the other half, which had all the animal bits, is a clown. Okay, so astronaut rolls come in different sizes. This is a very long design, but you won't need the whole length. But I have put the face in the middle so that when you wrap it round the tube, it doesn't matter where the end starts or begins. It shouldn't go over the face. You can always trim a little bit off the side. Okay, so let's carry on and make them. So, taking this sheet that has the acrobat and the ringmaster on, if you fold that sheet in half, okay, it gives you a line that you can cut down. Get our scissors and carefully trim down that line. Oops. Okay. Decide who we're going to do first. I think we'll do the acrobat first. Okay. So we have her, and we just need to colour in her hair and her stars and her clothes. So she's going to have some rosy pink cheeks, I think, from me, and some bright red lips. She's got her makeup on to flow through the air, and I'm going to do a yellow star in her hair, and I think this time she's going to have brown hair. Okay, so you can do a lot neater job with yours, but I'm going to do this quite quick, just so I can carry on and show you the rest. Okay, when you do colour these, then you don't have to colour all the way to the end. So say some of it's going to be probably trimmed off, depending on what size your roll is. So there we go. Just colouring quite roughly on this one, but like I say, you can take the time to do yours a little bit neater than mine. Okay, and she's going to have a nice big blue dress this time, I think. And I think we will have some purple shoes in a second. There. Oh, blue dress. Okay, purple shoes. And that's that thin line across the bottom that's purple shoes. Okay, so you can see. And I think the trim around the edge of her dress is also going to be purple, so we can bring that colour in. You can do whichever colour you like, that's not a problem. It's your people in your circus. I'm just going to go over the leg line and her eyelashes just to make them stand out a bit more. Okay, it's a very rushed job. Doesn't look much like anything much at the moment. This is my top roll, so if I roll this round, I know there's going to be quite a bit of overlap, so I'm going to take quite a bit off. I'm going to take that much off because I've just trialed it. So I'm just going to fold it so I know it's going to be that much in my case. And I'm just going to trim that down so I've got a nice neat line. Okay, and on the side I've trimmed because it goes over the edge of the colouring. I am going to put some glue all the way down that edge there. Okay, so this edge has got all the glue down. Right. And starting from the other side, okay, I'm going to just roll that paper on into place, and then when it gets there, whoops, my join's not quite straight. There we have it. Okay, now obviously I had some left over there as well, but that's quite simple. I just be careful and see where my roll goes to. Okay, and I know that the feet line is really the bottom. I can trim round the edge of my tube very carefully. And there she is. Well, she's missing something. She's missing a pair of googly eyes. So, once again, a little bit of glue. Some of these googly eyes that you buy from the shop have got sticky back paper on the back, so they've actually got their own glue already. these ones don't, which is why I'm putting a little bit of the glue stick glue onto the back and just pushing the eyes in place there. So those are Micro Acrobats. Right, let's see what we can do for the clown. And it's very simple. It's all the same again this time. Obviously, it's the clown paper. So, one more time, trim that paper and colour it in however you want. And I think this time I'm going to pop a green nose on my clown because he had a red nose on the other one. And I'm going to add red hair. Curly red hair. This time. And big red lips, because that's right. And I think we will have a blue shirt, just for a change. I'm going to be careful around my buttons though, otherwise I won't be able to cut those in properly. There we go. And the same again, just colour in those strips so when they wrap around there's colour on either side. Brilliant. Okay. And I think for my buttons I'm going to have a big yellow button and a green button and a purple button. And I'm going to have blue and orange striped trousers, I think, this time. So all those little segments across the bottom there are the clown's trousers. And you can do as many colours as you want in those little trouser areas. There's lots of different stripes. So you can just choose one colour and have like blue and white stripes, or you can have lots of colours, all the colours of the rainbow. On the first one, I think I did 4 different colours. Say this time we're just going to stick just with a couple of colours. I'm going to spread out my spacing a little bit. I will add in green. Brilliant. And then obviously the little black strip at the bottom is the clown's boots, and my clown's going to have black boots. It really isn't that hard and has a really good effect doing this way. So once again, I've got my toilet roll and I'm just going to check my sizing again. So we know it's a little bit too long, but that's okay. But we want to make sure that the size around the sides don't overlap all the way around. So I'm going to take off again because it's quite thin roll. That much. But as I say, that will depend on what size your toilet rolls are in the middle as well. It gives me a nice, neat coloured edge as well doing it this way, which I didn't have to think too much about when I was colouring it in. And again, down the edge that you've trimmed on the inside, you want to put a nice, big, strong line of glue. Okay. For when we wrap it around the roll. So starting at the end trim side. Okay, see if I can show you a bit better this time. The edges, and we just wrap it round the roll nice and tight until it overlines maps, and we can join it. And if you can line it up, even better. And that's how I join across the back. You see that? And as I said before, because toilet rolls come in different lengths, there's a little bit of extra paper that needs cutting off. But that's okay, because we can use our scissors carefully to go down to where the toilet roll edge is and just trim around the edge. Okay. Brilliant. As you can tell, we are almost done. We just need our black marker pen. And we're going to make that mouth smile look a little bit smilier. And we're just going to extend the crosses across the eyes because we are going to put some googly eyes on there as well. But like I said, if you don't want to, you don't have to. A bit more glue. And we're going to pop that in the middle of the cross of the clown's makeup. Okay. And in the middle of that one as well. Brilliant. So that's our two clouds. And last but not least, we have the ringmaster himself. So you should have now just that one piece of paper left. Okay. Just that one. Okay. So, ringmaster. This one's got a red coat. I think this one is going to have, what colour coat shall we do? I think we'll still stick with red, because a ringmaster's a ringmaster and he should have a red coat. So I am just going to colour in this middle part red. Okay. Like we did before with all the others. Just stretch out that pen, and don't worry if you don't make it all the way to the end, because you're going to trim a bit off and it's going to overlap the other side. As long as you've got good colouring in the middle, like that, you should be fine. And I think this ringmaster is going to have different coloured hair though. I think I'm going to give him brown hair. So I'm going to go over his moustache, the brown pen, lovely, and then I'm going to colour in his hair like I did with his jacket. Nice big long strokes of the felt tip pen right up to the edge. It's always good if you're doing a bit of colouring in that you have a piece of blank paper or something underneath it, so that you can go right up to those edges, and it doesn't matter if it goes off the paper because you've got a bit of spare paper underneath. So there you go, so you don't damage any tablecloths or table surfaces. Right, and he's going to have some soap in his hair and his moustache, and he's going to do his trousers, which are black. Nice big long strokes of the black felt tip again. And just as before, there we go. The ringmaster. We will get our toilet roll. Let me find one that's not crooked. We have our toilet roll again. And we will do our roll test again. So we will see how far. And always, as I say, make sure you've got a good overlap. But not too much, because you don't want it wrapping the background on the face. So once again, I am taking the amount I need to for my toilet roll off, which is about that much. Okay. Trimming along the edge there, getting rid of that, popping the glue down the side. Okay, starting from the other side, not the sharp edge side with the glue, but the other side. I'm going to put the tube right up to the edge and roll my ringmaster onto my toilet roll. Hopefully There you can see. A little bit disjointed. That's okay, because, you know, it's a glue stick, and I can move it and make sure that I line it up a little bit better. There you go. Okay. And for the last time, you get to trim that edge down to that roll. So carefully cut. If you need a hand by someone, obviously ask. That's not a problem. And just cut round that extra bit off. Okay. I didn't do as tidy a job that time, so just a little bit of an extra trim. And last thing is the eyes. Okay. Right. And last pair of eyes to go on. Glue everywhere this time. There we go. One eye. And the next. And there we have it. We have our circus Skittles. And I probably have more than I need. And you can stack them up, or you can put them in a triangle on the floor, and you can play with them. And that is that. The only other thing that you needed was a pair of socks so that you could knock them all down. So have fun playing with your Skittles, beavers. Good luck. Bye.